multiple people hospitalized and some dead following a school shooting in Madison, Wisconsin.
I bring my daughter to school knowing, wow, that this happens in the world.
I'm ABC's Melissa Adon with the developing details coming up.
Also ahead here at 4, have you noticed a change when it comes to Blue Bridge traffic? Our Dan Hansen is standing by with a live report. Also, a fire breaks out in the Grandview area today. We'll tell you what happened. Stacy?
And we have a first alert weather day for tomorrow. I'll tell you where and why it's happening coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Special Edition, on your side.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. It's 4 p.m. Monday, the 16th of December, and I'm Austin Reed. We appreciate you tuning in early today before we've got NFL action. Well, a nearly year-long project is finally coming to an end. The Blue Bridge painting project is complete. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen joining us live in studio with an exciting update. Dan?
Yeah, Austin, if you're like me and you don't like traffic, the work on the Blue Bridge has caused many a headache and frustrations. The Washington Department of Transportation says the backups are a thing of the past. According to Scott Klapek with WashDOT, they are in the final stages of the Blue Bridge project, which means is the painting and the containment are complete. He says workers have done a great job to stay on schedule, and WashDOT was expecting the project to be completed in late 2024 or early 2025.
Painting containment removal is complete, which also means that the daily lane closures are no longer needed. There's going to be a few things that people will notice that will still need to be taken care of, just a few things that crews are tidying up on, cleaning up, but the major work is done.
Klapek says there still might be intermittent lane closures so crews can continue with the cleanup in the next few weeks, and these closures won't last long. Klapek says during the project, crews didn't find anything structurally concerning. You still see equipment near the Blue Bridge that needs to be sent back to the East Coast, and that equipment will be sent back as soon as the weather gets better. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Dan, thank you. Other news this afternoon, West Benton Fire and Rescue responding to a fire in an outbuilding this afternoon between Prosser and Grandview. Take a look at the video. The fire crews responded to the area of West County Road 12 in Benton County just before 2 o'clock for reports of this structure fire. The Benton County Sheriff's Office and Yakima Fire District Number 5 assisted in battling the blaze. A cloud of smoke could be seen coming from an outbuilding on a property. At this time, it is unknown if the fire spread to the home or if anyone was hurt. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation. In the meantime, the investigation continues in Pasco after a house fire breaks out Sunday afternoon. This happened on the 200 block of West Shoshone Street. When fire crews arrived, they found smoke visible from the side of the home and flames visible from the attic. Everyone inside made it out okay. Fire crews opened the ceiling below the involved attic to access the fire. Now, due to the fire, the smoke, the water damage, the family of 2 adults and 2 children are now displaced. The Pasco Firefighters Charitable Foundation provided the family with a car seat and diapers after one of the children's car seats was actually damaged during the blaze. The American Red Cross is also assisting the displaced family. The cause of the fire under investigation. And people in Kittitas County are rallying this afternoon for a local family injured and displaced by a house fire. On Friday night, a blaze started in the garage of the Kittitas County home of Mickey Douglas and Al Runty. The fire destroyed their ATV, bikes, scooters, skis, mushing gear, their tools, and their camper before spreading to their home. That is when their dogs woke them up with loud barks and they all evacuated. Kittitas County firefighters were able to knock down the flames, but the damage had already been done. The GoFundMe page has now been set up. Within the last hour or so, we have declared that today is an official First Alert weather day. So let's get right to First Alert Stacy Lee. She joins us live with the latest. Hey, Stacy.
Hey, Austin. Actually for tomorrow, but we'll start thinking about it tonight. Winter weather alerts in place for the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Those are kicking in late tonight, early tomorrow. I'll step out of the way. We're expecting anywhere from 3 to 8 inches of snow from the Ellensburg area all the way up I-90 past Cle Elum. Then if you go lower into the Yakima Valley, we're looking at 1 to 3 inches of snow locally, and also ice mixed in with all of this. So we could see local glaze on those roads in Yakima, as well as the I-90 corridor between the Ellensburg area and Cle Elum. Also 5 to 10 inches of accumulation for the northern and southern Blue Mountains of Washington and Oregon. So very active weather tonight as we go forward. Most of us tonight, however, are just going to be seeing some light haze like this in the Yakima area tonight, and some rain and freezing rain through the region. Temperatures are still warm in the Columbia Basin area, cooling off into the 30s for the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Here's our overnight lows, so keep note of these really cold temperatures. That's when we're going to see the most active weather. Here's planning your day for tomorrow. Look for those snow showers in the Ellensburg and Yakima area. It should transition to freezing or mixed precipitation later in the day. Mostly rain showers for Tri-Cities, Hermiston, and Walla Walla. Austin?
All right, Stacey, we'll see in just a bit. Now to developing news. At least 2 people are dead and several injured following a school shooting at a Christian school in Madison, Wisconsin. Police say the suspected shooter was found dead inside the school. This as those injured are being treated at local hospitals. Let's get right to ABC's Melissa Adon.
The FBI is on scene right now working with local police to first make sure the scene is safe, but also to start figuring out why this happened. Police and other emergency responders rushing to a school in Madison, Wisconsin, where police say a shooter opened fire.
Today truly is a sad day for Madison and for our country.
It happened just before 11 a.m. local time at Abundant Life Christian School. John Diaz de Leon lives right across the street.
I never saw so many police cars in my life, just blue and red lights lining the school, lining the street.
Calls came into 911 of an active shooter.
You could see students being let out of the school. Some of the older students were running across the parking lot to the church sanctuary, and then later on, very slowly, in a more orderly fashion, the younger students holding hands were let out.
The police chief says emergency workers were only about 3 miles away for training. Officers found multiple people with gunshot wounds and worked to secure the scene. They found the suspected shooter, a juvenile, dead inside the school. Officers recovering a handgun.
We know that the suspect shooter was a teenage student who attended the school. 2 other people have died. That died were a teacher and a teenage student.
Parents running into a reunification site to get a hold of their children.
I bring my daughter to school knowing, well, that this happens in the world, that people are struggling, and I pray for my daughter's safety.
I hoped that this day would never come in Madison. It is not something that any mayor, any fire chief, any police chief, any person in public office ever wants to have to deal with.
The police chief echoing that call to action.
I think we can all agree that enough is enough, and we have to come together to do everything we can to support our students.
Police are just beginning their investigation to pinpoint a motive for the shooting and how it happened. According to the Gun Violence Archive, this is the 112th school shooting in this country so far this year. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Now to a crime alert in more local news now. The Walla Walla County Sheriff's Office is looking for victims in a child rape case. Deputies arrested Andrew Sutherland back on December 6th on multiple counts of rape of a child in the first degree and child molestation in the first degree. The charges are related to incidents that occurred several years ago. So now the Sheriff's Office says they have reason to believe that Sutherland may have additional victims who have not yet been identified. So they are urging anyone with information regarding this investigation to contact Walla Walla detectives. Authorities say a man suspected of throwing a rock through the window of the Yakima Police Department last week is now in custody. The 25-year-old man is facing a first-degree malicious mischief charge after police say he vandalized at least 6 downtown Yakima businesses, causing a total of $25,000 in damage. Police say if any other businesses are hit, it's important to make a police report, no matter the size of the damage.
Maybe the damage is small at your business, but if we link it to the string of crimes, the person will be charged with a felony because it aggregates the amount of damage caused in the one event.
Police say businesses can also help protect themselves by having good lighting, security cameras, and not including larger rocks as part of their landscaping. Turning to continuing coverage, we have talked a lot about the inconsistencies with the City of Mabton's finances, but now we're looking to the future. We know from the latest numbers, the city started off 2024 with about $1.5 million in the bank, brought in about $6.1 million in revenue, and spent $6.5 million, leaving them to start out 2025 with $987,000 in the bank. And with negative balances in the cemetery, water, garbage, and custodial funds headed into the new year, and the city's temporary financial manager now saying the proposed 2025 budget is as accurate as it can be given the information they have.
It was based on the 2021 budget, which was the last time that the city has a complete financial report on file with the state auditor's office.
Coming up tonight after NFL action, we will break down the proposed 2025 budget and where that taxpayer money is going. Emily Goodell will have the story. And in Sunnyside tonight, the 2025 proposed budget is the hot topic at tonight's City Council meeting. A public hearing is scheduled for this evening starting at 6 p.m. during the Council's study session for Council's consideration. The city says expect action. Do stay with us for updates. In the meantime, Apple Valley News Now's special edition is just getting started. Still ahead, we have a special event that Visit Tri-Cities is hosting. We'll tell you about it. Plus, Heritage University has a remodel underway, what contractors are doing, and which campus. We'll tell you coming up. And Stacy returns with your full First Alert weather forecast. Active weather hitting us tonight. Stay tuned.
It's Santa's Big Give, where you could win $500 from Apple Valley News Now and Coca-Cola of Yakima Tri-Cities. To enter, click on contests at applevalleynewsnow.com. $500 from the big guy, Coca-Cola of Yakima Tri-Cities and Apple Valley News Now.
Snow is in the air, and it's beginning to look a lot like savings during the holiday sale at Furniture Row. Stop in today because everything is on sale with savings up to 50%. Check out huge discounts on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. Or make decorating your entire home easier with 48 months, no interest financing. So pack up the sleigh, pick up grandmother on the way, and shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. Happy holidays from Furniture Row.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
This Christmas, give the kids a gift of fun at the 2025 Benton Franklin Fair, August 19th through the 23rd. For just $30, get a full day of carnival rides, a youth admission ticket for kids ages 6 to 12, and a cuddly stuffed animal. That's a $15 savings. Available now through Christmas Eve at Kennewick Ranch and Home or the Fair box office in Pasco. Supplies are limited, so don't wait. Happy holidays from everyone at the Benton Franklin Fair.
Do you feel moody or down during winter? You could suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Find ways to keep your attitude healthy this time of year at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Seasonal Depression Awareness Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Sometimes life is a funny way of turning sideways. Like when your kid decides they're a professional stylist the morning of picture day.
Here we go.
Or when your to-do list isn't quite done.
You went to Rite Aid, right?
Or when you're sure you packed everything you need, but you actually need one more thing.
We forgot our prescriptions. We got you. Are we happy?
We are happy. Find everything you need?
Yep. Yeah, life never really goes the way you plan, but that's why we're here. It means more at Rite Aid.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
Welcome back, everybody. The Benton County Elections Division is seeking volunteers to establish committees for the upcoming February 11th special election. Committees needed include people from the Kiona, Benton School District, and the Richland Public Facilities District. If you would like to join, just contact the Benton County Elections Division. Now to news out of Olympia. This year, the Washington State Legislature passed a bill establishing an artificial intelligence task force administered by the Attorney General's office. Well, the task force met earlier today. That's because a sponsor of one part of the bill wanted to criminalize the creation of digitally fabricated images of identifiable minors in sexually explicit material called sex abuse materials. But major concerns were raised by law enforcement, whom say it's very difficult to impose an unworkable burden of proof. Police chiefs and sheriffs said it's often very difficult to determine the identity of the child. So today, the task force voted to amend the statute.
The recommendation as worded is just simply to make the change to remove the requirement that the minor be identifiable. Both the public safety and the consumer protection and privacy subcommittees have considered this. We had a joint meeting.
The task force will continue to assess current issues and trends on artificial intelligence and make recommendations to the legislature, which gets back to session in January. We have an educational alert for you. Heritage University has a remodel underway at the campus in Toppenish of the Kathleen Ross Center. The building will be the home of a new STEM learning center, including new math and computer science classrooms, a maker space, and study rooms, complete with new furniture. It will also improve the library and the academic skills center. The building was built back in the early 90s, and since then, it hasn't had any renovations or upgrades.
The grant gave us the ability to sort of decide how we wanted to create a STEM space for students. And we thought we already have STEM students accessing this building via the library and the tutoring services. And so this was just a great opportunity.
The total cost for the project, $2.5 million. There was a $1.5 million grant from the U.S. Department of Education, along with $1 million from private donations to the university. Our Riley Fitzgerald will have more on this coming up after the game. And the Tri-City Regional Chamber of Commerce and Washington Apex Accelerator inviting businesses and business people to meet representatives from Central Plateau Cleanup Company. According to Visit Tri-Cities, the event is designed to help small businesses learn how to navigate CPCCO's procurement process by exploring upcoming contracting opportunities and gain valuable insights directly from their procurement team. The event will provide attendees with practical guidance and networking opportunities.
There's businesses that's going to be here that I've probably never heard of, some of them. They come to this, we all connect, and it goes from there. You know, it could be, you never know, if you pick up one or two even, it all helps in the end.
Foster says events like these are important because it helps those small businesses get through the process, which Foster says can be intimidating.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And very active weather as we move through the night. Right now it's cloudy and overcast in the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities area, dust level Skycam. Freeway moving along nicely. I did see a couple of peaks of blue sky, but that's gone now. 40 degrees outside, winds are light at 5, our sunset at 4:11. Let's take a look at our weather pattern. This was today's storm pushing through the area, mainly the west side seeing lots of rain, and I was over there on the west side and got to see a real atmospheric river in progress, and it was, well, let's just say not for the lighthearted on I-5. Here's what the impacts are going to look like tomorrow. Now, this is going to bring the heavy snow to the inland portion in our valleys, just to the west of Tri-Cities from Seattle going forward, and heavy snow up in the Cascades. We're also going to see more mountain snow late tonight and tomorrow. By Wednesday, most of the system will move on out of our area. We get dry. We have winter weather alerts for the Kittitas Valley, 3 to 8 inches of snow, up to 0.2 of an inch of ice along the I-90 and I-82 corridors. We're going to also see 1 to 3 inches locally in the Yakima area. area. Also light glaze with some freezing rain expected in the area. And then take a look at the foothills of the Blues and the Blue Mountains. We're going to see 5 to 10 inches. That will expire on Tuesday night. These winter weather alerts in place through Wednesday for the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Here's the futurecast. And again, here comes our showers late tonight. Take a look up here from Roslyn down to Ellensburg. Blue meaning snow, lighter rain showers, but as the evening moves on, we could see a little bit of snow. Now, it moves out early morning only to return a little bit later in the day, and that big blob of pink over the Yakima area, that's ice and freezing rain. So that could be very difficult for our morning commuters out there, and we'll see that transition to rain as it spreads to the east. This will continue most of the day with snow showers on and off in the Yakima area to heavy rain showers to freezing rain. So kind of a mixture of everything, and then we'll start to see things clear out a little bit later on as we get through our Wednesday, where we'll have a day or two off from any systems until the weekend hits. Now we're talking 3 to 8 inches across Snoqualmie Pass, 3 to 5 Ellensburg, 1 to 3 Yakima, White Pass 4 to 6 inches, and we're even seeing Cabbage Hill see 1 to 2 inches with bigger accumulations up. Let's think about driving conditions. Since I went through the wettest weather I've ever driven in my life on the west side over the weekend, that's the kind of stopping distances you need for different conditions going on the roads. Snow, you need a 200 to 270 feet of stopping distance ahead of just going 35 miles an hour, up to 425 feet of stopping distance in ice. So that's where we're concerned about the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Temperatures overnight tonight in the 30s. We're going to stay above the freezing level here, but then we drop below the freezing level towards the Yakima area. Temperatures will warm up. That's when we'll transition to rain and freezing rain. We're going to stay above that in the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. So here's what it looks like. A rainy day tomorrow, breezy winds on Wednesday. Little bit overcast through Saturday. Our next system heading in. It looks like on Saturday and Sunday. First alert weather day for Yakima. Be prepared for possible school delays in the morning there. And again, allow yourself extra stopping distance on those icy roads. Same thing for Ellensburg. We're showing a wintry mix and those cooler temperatures, but warming up above the freezing level during the day. Walla Walla staying fairly warm. Look at Wednesday, a weird anomaly up to 55 degrees there with gusty winds, protected by those Blue Mountains. And in Hermiston, we'll also see that same anomaly with those warmer temperatures on Wednesday. So temperatures are up and down. That's why it's very hard to tell you what's going on, from rain to freezing rain to snow. It's all of it.
Well, you're here, so we're safe.
There we go.
Thanks, Stacey. We'll be right back. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
The Christmas season is happening at Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds and Sunnyside Shed Company. Get 10% off custom buildings this holiday season. From now till the end of the month, take a jolly 20% off all in-stock inventory. We're also bringing you free fast delivery that's Santa approved. So skip the naughty list and head to Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds and Sunnyside Shed Company. The best deals of the season are waiting just for you.
Christmas is fast approaching, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your family gathering needs. Pick up one of our famous fully cooked spiral hams dripping with our delicious glaze. And don't worry, we also have whole turkeys and whole turkey breasts. Don't forget, Honey Baked Ham makes a perfect holiday gift. Complete your feast with our incredible sides and delicious desserts. So many choices! Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard, or call us at 509-579-5855. Put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
I've always had an eye for opportunity. As a kid, I was hustling, selling candy, mowing lawns, you name it. That drive never left me. The first time I tasted crumble, it was clear to me this was more than just a cookie. From that moment, I knew this was a chance to bring the taste of something new to our neighborhood. But I couldn't do it alone. That's where Happel came in. With their support, I was able to secure the loan that brought Crumble to our community. Where do you credit union?
Furniture legs can scar your floors, costing you a lot of cash. Now there's Ruby Sliders, the new chair leg covers that protect your floors, prevent scratching, and slide with ease without all the noise. They fit snugly on both size legs and glide across any floor. Now you can move even your largest furniture with no effort at all. Regular felt gets worn and easily falls off, but Ruby Sliders feature an ultra-tight nano-weave material attached with an industrial strength adhesive to the cover, so they're built to last. Plus, they're ultra flexible and conform to most sizes. They'll protect any kind of floor, from hardwood, laminate, ceramic tile, and more. Call or go online now to get Ruby sliders for as low as 99 cents with free shipping. That's right, free shipping. This offer is not available on Amazon, so order now.
Call 1-800-701-0426 or visit rubysliders.com. So call 1-800-701-0426 now.
Thank you so much for making Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest and ABC's Good Morning America the most watched morning news on local TV.
Put some good in your morning with the #1 most watched morning TV station in town.
Now that's good.
Apple Valley News Now.
We're on your side.
Every night at 5, we bring you the spotlight, but we're doing it early today. The Umatilla Police Department's Shop with a Cop event was highly successful. This is video from this year's event. Officers and 19 CBMS students teamed up for a day of holiday shopping, laughter, and community spirit. The department tells us that the event's success wouldn't have been possible without the support of Walmart and Hermiston volunteers and Kylie Baker for her coordination. Final weather when we come back, but a quick reminder, you can send me a story idea. There's my email, areed@applevalleyNewsNow.com. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
The Season of New Traditions sales event is going on now at Overturf Kia. Save big on select new Kia vehicles. 2024 Kia Telluride EX with all-wheel drive starts at $44,699. Plus, get 5.49% interest for 72 months. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Try getting deals this big down the chimney during the holiday sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, everything is on sale, like the budget-friendly Summit Eurotop, easy on the wallet for only $379.99. Purchase any Tempur-Pedic and get a free $300 gift. And check out the Buena Vista Firm, now only $474.99. Or get 48 months, no interest financing, and free shipping right to your doorstep. 'Tis the season to settle in for silent nights. Happy holidays from Denver Mattress.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Here at the clinic, we offer our medical weight loss program. Diabetes, and more broadly, insulin resistance, is a highly inflammatory state that increases our risk of cardiovascular disease, cancer, as well as Alzheimer's and other neurodegenerative diseases.
Basically, it's the lack of awareness about what's creating that weight. There's lots of psychological aspects to that, so that where you come to is to a more centered place of feeling good and connected and positive about yourself. Self-confidence.
You have access to over 100 weekly group fitness classes, top-notch fitness facilities, cutting-edge scientific therapies integrated into your program, and dedicated coaches rooting for your success. We also offer options for pharmaceutical assistance. We create patient-specific game plans centered around the 7 essential elements, which are sleep, nutrition, atmosphere, breathing, movement, thought, and purpose.
So rather than just focus, it's not dieting, and it's not focused on dieting, and that's not what we do here at Pacific Clinic. It's mind, body, physical, emotional, mental, and the combination of all of those things. And I think that makes us tremendously different than any of the other programs out there.
To get started, call 509-783-5465 and schedule an appointment with a client advocate today.
Legends Casino Hotel and Apple Valley News Now present the First Alert Weather 3-degree guarantee. Here's how it works. Every day, when Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth correctly predicts the high temp within 3 degrees, $25 is added to the 3-degree guarantee jackpot. If he misses, someone walks away with the money. Enter to win on the contest page at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. The 3-degree guarantee from Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather, and Legends Casino Hotel. Fun is how we roll.
And we're all out of time for tonight. Get ready for Monday Night Football, the Bears and the Vikings.
And then we'll see you after that.
Have a good night.